we'll just go on here.
Will the Detroit Lions have a 1,000-yard runner or receiver? Will the Lions have a 1,000-yard anything? Starting off with you, Young Pete.
So, yes. I'm gonna start off with saying yes. I don't think. I think what's the name will come. I would say yes. I'm going with receiver for sure, going over 1,000 yards. I think Goff, he gonna get over 4,000. Probably touch that 5,000 yard with one of them being who was it, Brown? I want to say Brown and probably get it again because he got it last year. I think he was at like 1,000, 1,100 yards. So I think he can get it again. I think the running backs might come close, but that running back by committee is what's gonna kill that. So I'm going with receiver. I'm saying yes, the receiver can be. We're gonna have at least a receiver that get over 1,000 yards. What's today? I think might have got it if he could play all. If he had to stay, yeah, if he wasn't sitting out 6 games. But that's where we at.
Go ahead, Mastermind.
I'm gonna say this, man. Yeah, I said it. I think they're gonna do both.
Running back too?
Running back too. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think if they don't get it with the running back, it's gonna be so close that you're gonna be like, man, you might as well say you got 1,000. Like 975, something like that. Okay. He's gonna be in the nines. And I think it's gonna be Gibbs. I think he's gonna show him that he can run the ball and come out that backfield because I think everybody really looking at him as coming out one of them swing passes out the backfield, maybe line up in the slot every now and then. But I think he's gonna show him that he really can get up and go when you hand him that, pitch him that rock. He's gonna show you what he made of.
All right, CB, what you talking about?
Yeah. They guessing, but I'm staying firm to what I believe in, people. I'm naming names and I'm telling them how many yards they gonna get. St. Brown, I said, you know what? Bump 1,000. Let's go 1,500. 15K, baby. That's what I'm saying. 1,500 yards receiving. Brown. 1,500 yards. Montgomery, baby, because I believe you.
You saying Montgomery rushing for 1,500?
Yep. You see that line we got? I'm drinking Kool-Aid.
Your Kool-Aid is spiked, homeboy. Got to be.
Right.
So America,
he got wild eyes roads.
He got wild eyes roads with it. That's what it is.
Go ahead, Young Pete. What you about to say?
no, I just wanted to add.
Shout out to the Wizard.
Go ahead.
P. Wendell, my
I
man.
just want to add real quick. I love my man.
Swami, baby.
Hi to the Levi's.
Yeah.
Been rocking with your fellas, all that.
That's right.
My guy keeps trying to tell him, leave the Muslim alone, big fella. Leave the Muslim
There we
alone.
go. That's
He finna have y'all go down there and put y'all money on 15, 15.
Don't you do it.
15 and 15, baby.
Look,
15 and 15. I like that.
even though I know last year they both did. I think the running back and the receiver, but they barely both got over. And that was the running back who's gone now, Williams, and the other one was St. Brown.
Yeah.
So now that Williams, they know that he out 6 games again. I think that it might be one or the other. One or the other. Receiver or running back. Then again, it might be neither. For the simple fact that Williams are not there, you don't have nobody to really stretch that defense, over the top. You know what I'm saying? They're going to do a lot of underneath. They still going to win the games, but as far as the yards, they might not get it. They both might be in the the high nines for the simple fact nobody can stretch the defense over the top. So I don't think it'd be no big plays. Go ahead.
Didn't Williamson, he was injured. He didn't come back to what?
Yeah, he came back kind of late.
But no, that right. I know, and now he's out again.
Right.
So that's why I say he's not gonna be there. And then St. Brown, he did it, but he just got over 1,000 last year. So just think of some defenses double team him.
Ain't
and the other teams,
I think Marvin Jones Jr. going to
know. Watch. I don't know the young fella name.
Green.
He ran away from Carolina. The last preseason game.
Number 80.
Yeah.
Green.
Watch out for him.
That's what I was just
I like Green.
He's the fastest player next to Williamson, who ain't gonna come back to what?
Yeah, he nice. Yeah.
Watch him just to be a decoy. So
no, he do got the speed. I think he ran like a 4.344 or something.
Watch him be a decoy, and what I mean.
I forgot they wouldn't gotten him.
And what I mean by decoy, yeah, they're gonna throw him out there. Then eventually, them guys like, oh, you just a decoy. I don't need to check you. And you're going to slip past him. You know what I'm saying? So watch out for him, though.
I just see this.
Watch out for him.
The only way that one of the receivers, this is just my opinion, the only way that one of the receivers don't get 1,000 yards is if Goff just starts spreading it out and everybody just come out with 500, 500, 500, 500. And it's like The tight end 500. We got 6 wide receivers
Brown.
for 500.
Right.
We got, you know what I'm saying, the running
Brown
back
is
with
one.
500.
They're gonna move Brown around. He's the Cooper Cup of the Lions.
No, but what I'm saying is if he starts spreading it around, meaning like if they start double teaming Brown, say if then now Green start doing what you just said, slipping out, he might get 500 yards this season.
Right.
Okay, now they start peeping on Green. Now they start hitting Marvin Jones again.
Across
He
the
get
middle.
500. Now you look around, it's week 6, dude blowing the top off.
Yeah,
Right.
Williamson.
You see what I'm saying? He got his 500.
So before we get to the next question, yay or nay? Either one?
I'm going back with what I said. Yeah, I said it.
Okay.
They doing both.
Both?
Yep.
Okay.
Brown and Montgomery. Brown and Montgomery.
You saying both too?
Yep.
No, I'm just saying the receiver. I'm not saying both. I'm saying one of the
Okay.
receivers gonna have it.
Give me 3 keys to the Lions winning the NFC. Mastermind.
First, health. Got to have a healthy team. You ain't healthy, we don't stand a chance.
Defense, tackle.
I was just seeing. That's my
No,
next
go
thing.
ahead.
You took my next thing. You got to make sure that secondary. I know we look good on paper and we look decent preseason, but secondary, we cannot get burnt like we always used to. We cannot let that happen. And the third thing is just what you said: tackle, tackle,
And
tackle.
That's right.
Please tackle.
Wrap up, boys. Wrap up, boys.
Please, linebackers, get in there. Cause some confusion, please.
Hey, wrap your hands around that sandwich like you stingy. Don't want to get nobody a piece.
Stop letting these
Wrap
running
up
backs.
like that, baby.
Stop letting these running backs go for 100, 150 on us, making it thinking it's easy. Let them know it's a new day, baby, and we'll do it.
Young P.
So I'm going with my 3 keys is definitely I'm gonna go with defense. Got to get that defense, lock in, do what y'all do, and I'm encompassing tackling and all of that with defense. Secondary, locking down, all of that. Number 2, I think the key is gonna be them running backs, that running back by committee. Gibbs and Montgomery, I think the Lions go how they go. You know what I'm saying? I think if they get to running the ball like they was doing last year, but better, yeah, I think that's gonna be a major key is them 2 running backs. And then 3, it comes down to golf. Everybody, the pressure is a little bit on you a little bit this year. I think you can handle it because I think you already been there and done that. But I think now people are paying attention a little bit more. So golf, step up, make the right decisions and all that kind of stuff, and we're going to be all right.
Before I get to UCB, he talking about some golf. Listen, I told the whole state of Michigan, those I know, everybody, and those I don't know. Everybody was crying Stafford. I'm the only one. Yeah, you know I got a 2,000 horn. I was going around the whole world telling everybody about this man right here, golf.
Stand up. Let them know who you talking
Say
about.
stand up. I was telling everybody about this man right here.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, nah, man. I said, man, that guy that day, I'm telling you, he had the first round pick and all that. He ain't that nice. I said, okay. Now everybody picking him to win the division. Everybody talking they going to the Super Bowl, everything. Come on. You ain't never heard none of that. Go ahead, Mastermind.
Let me ask you why.
Go ahead.
Just you.
All right.
Do golf get his name mentioned in the MVP category this year?
Yes. I'm gonna say
Damn,
yeah.
Oh. See, I'm saying I'm talking just to him.
Hey, I told you I'm drinking that Kool-Aid.
They're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it. He gonna win though, but they're not gonna mention him in the MVP race. But he's gonna win this year. He's gonna be winning. Trust me. But the defense, the 3 keys: defense, and tackle. Go ahead, CB.
All right, so mine is 1, stay healthy. Then I know y'all screaming certain things, but I'm gonna say this: defense definitely, but defense you got to finish at least in the top 20. That means you're average. You know what I'm saying? So you got to stay average, and then the offense needs to stay just as explosive as they was the last 10 games of the season. Needs to carry over into this year, and then my 4th one. Kicking game. Let's get us a real kicker so when we do need to get 3 points, we know that it's a legit 3 points. We ain't got to worry keep our fingers crossed. Oh, is he gonna make it or not? So those my 4 keys.
Go ahead, Mastermind. You got something to say?
No, I'm
You good?
I'm kind of
Okay,
good
I
on
thought-
that. The only
thought
thing
you
I'm
about
just
to
gonna
say
say
something.
this.
Go
The
ahead,
only
go ahead.
thing I say is this. I think our special teams wasn't really that bad. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't talking about. I'm talking about kicking the ball. That way they ain't trying to
About
go
the
for
punts and the kickers.
kickers.
Yeah.
But our
'cause
field goal kicker, I didn't feel like was that bad.
Man,
could be
times
wrong,
they
you
go
know
for
what
it
I'm
on
saying,
4th and 7.
I could be
4th and
wrong, but
6.
I didn't feel like he was that terrible. But I'm gonna tell you one other key thing too.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Dan Campbell,
Hmm.
you got to start making sure that last year wasn't no fluke, and that we ain't just believing in you, and you ain't that real deal. You got to keep your foot on these players' neck. You cannot let them buy into this hype train that we the truth and we supposed to win the division and all of that. We got to come out like we ain't nothing, and we got to earn our spots. That don't happen, baby. It might be time to start talking to somebody else then.
What is the toughest division in the NFC? Starting off with you, Young P.
I thought about this for a second, and I'm gonna go with the NFC East. I think that's the toughest division of them all, and the reason why is because this guy, man's Dak's got to prove something this year, so he got to make the Cowboys do a little
Yeah, we
bit
went
better.
to the playoffs last year. What are y'all talking
Yeah,
about?
whatever.
So,
I think Washington is definitely coming. You know what I'm saying? The Eagles is already there,
Right.
and I think the Giants is Daniel Jones, and now that Saquon Barkley is back in full effect. I think that's going to be a real tough division to kind of rock out in. So that's where I'm going with NFC East. That's where I'm at with it.
Mastermind, what you talking about?
I know y'all gonna barbecue me for this one team though, but I'm still going at NFC West. I know
Okay,
Arizona
okay.
look bold, but
Right, yes,
everybody
they do.
else, baby,
Okay.
it's gonna be a
Yeah,
problem.
and Arizona D look good over there.
Yeah, that's gonna be the only thing. I know
Right.
Arizona probably,
Right,
you know,
so,
Arizona, you know, they claiming they tanking or whatever, but don't be surprised if y'all luck up and
Okay.
win some games just on GP. Some people
win
doing
1 or
some
2
monkey.
games, you're
The-
not tanking.
Yeah, them Niners, and what you got? Niners, Seattle, your boys, Matty Ice and the Rams over there. Okay, CB, who you talking about?
I'm gonna piggyback off of Young P one time. I'm gonna say the NFC East because last year we was the only division to have, I think NFC East and AFC. We was the only ones that had 3
they made it.
teams into the playoffs. And if they don't beat each other up, like say they split each other like home and home games, and they go out and terrorize the rest of the teams on their schedule, it'll be the first time you can see 4 teams from one division in the playoffs.
What about the NFC North? That's what we said. We said that. I
Yeah,
mean,
we
the
said
AFC North might,
yeah, I
might
think
be
the
there
AFC
for.
North.
Yeah, the AFC North. Yeah,
but-
if each
yeah.
team win a
But
home
they,
game, that could be a possibility too.
This kind of hard because this can be the NFC West or the NFC East. This can go to
or.
either division. This can go to either division.
That North is tough too, though.
And I'm gonna go about them quarterback. Yeah. The black and blue division always been scandalous, but yeah, but I don't think Fields and a couple of them boys, they are right, but I don't think they just ready yet.
Yeah.
Even if he might make the playoffs, they might make it. I ain't that defense over there look good, but I'm just going by the quarterbacks. The defenses over there on all of them is pretty good, but I'm gonna go with who gonna lead them quarterbacks. And
The NFC West.
that's where's the battle left for me, cause they all like even kill. Cause Purdy then came out and what I'm saying nowhere. Now everybody got him as a top dog.
Top dog.
You know what I'm saying? Hurts was looking all right, but now he looking like he that
Coordinator,
guy.
what are you gonna do with a new coordinator?
Right, that's what I'm saying. And then what I'm saying. Then like you say, then over in the NFC West, like how you was saying, Master Man, you got Geno. He looking good out of nowhere again. You know what I'm saying? So
I just feel like the Cardinals and even the Rams, I think that's what makes it kind of go down a little.
but you still got his man Matty Ice and Cooper Cup over
And
there.
then you got
But
Donald.
Matty Ice is doo-doo.
You know what I'm
As
saying?
long as you got Donald, you always gonna have a
prove
D.
him wrong.
But I'm but
That's
the
the
answer,
reason why.
I'm gonna go with the East though. I'm gonna go with the NFC East because what's the name stepped? I'm gonna go because Washington Commanders stepped up this year. I think that they finna give a lot of teams hell,
Mhm.
I think so,
and I
too.
believe they finna win a lot of games. They might even win a division.
You know who the Washington Commanders
The
are?
Washington Commanders might even win the division.
The Washington Commanders are the NFC version of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
You know what I'm saying? Good analogy right there,
Telling
Mastermind.
you, watch.
And the reason why I say that is because I believe Eric Bieniemy's finna be that deal. And
He got a lot to prove.
yeah,
A lot to
but
prove.
then Ryan Rivera and Jack Del Rio in that defense.
Right.
So I believe them on that defense, and then you got Eric Bieniemy on that offense.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they finna see something that they haven't really seen in a minute. Like you say, you haven't seen Kansas City when Pat Mahomes was over there. I believe they about to be looking like that in the NFC East. I'm talking about as far as the play calling and this and that and receivers wide open and you know what I mean. Nobody's finna look like somebody's. You know what
Right,
I'm saying? So,
right.
yeah. So
Got you.
I'm gonna go to the NFC East because the Commanders look like they you know what I'm saying, made their division bump up from the NFC West by them being looking like a contender this season. So
Right.
I'm gonna go to NFC East. Before we move along, y'all got something else to say on that?
No.
Y'all almost convinced me to say that because the NFC East is looking tough. But it's just I'm always a fan of defense, and I think that the AFC West might have one of the best defenses in the whole thing.
Yeah. Both of them. Yeah, that's why I say it's hard. It's Baker Mayfield. If Baker Mayfield have a bad season, will it solidify him as a bust? If Baker Mayfield have a bad season, will it solidify him as a bust? CB.
No, it won't solidify him as a bust. It may say that he's a legit backup quarterback or QB2, whatever you want to call him on the depth chart.
Okay.
But I think he gonna prove some people wrong. Reason being, I mean, you know, can't knock a lot of people, but people was hounding him for one bad year. When he hurt his shoulder,
Right.
he should have sat out because they take that 1 year and they make it seem like he just been trash since he came in the league. Nobody want to speak on. He led Cleveland to the playoffs and beat Pittsburgh the first time they won a playoff game in almost 20 plus years. So no, he won't be a bust, but because he done turned into a journeyman after that 1 year on how Cleveland organization played him, I mean, he'll be a legit quarterback backup or whatever.
Okay. That's sounding real good. I like what you're talking about down there. Go ahead, Mastermind. I'm like, you know a little something down
I'm
there.
gonna say this. I'm kind of following that same cab that CB was just on, because I'm just if he have a bowl year, it might just be you just an ultimate backup. You might just come in, move the team, play for a couple games. You know what I'm saying? Keep us going. It's just to me, I think that he kind of got caught up in the Johnny football. You know what I'm saying? That little that little whatever that little thing is. You know what I'm saying? That after Johnny Manziel start going down, they start looking at shorter, smaller QBs who kind of had a little moxie about themselves. They start looking at them like, oh no, they ain't worth the money, and they whatever they downfall, they little downfall for them is. But to me, I think Baker he can play with the best of them, but he just, you know what I'm saying, he just got to find his niche. And if Tampa got a good offensive line, I think you might see Baker look pretty decent.
I'm rocking with you, Baker.
They got the wide out.
Go ahead, young Pete.
So, I mean, I hear what both of you all are saying, and they're definitely great points. I think part of what you were saying is why I lean towards kind of the bust part more than just a decent backup quarterback is because I think he did. He came in with a lot of fanfare into the league. Then I think he was drinking the Johnny Manziel Johnny football Kool-Aid. Then he got so many commercials. So I think people were putting him on this pedestal that he's going to be the next great, you know what I'm saying?
He wasn't even ready for that.
Whatever. They put him up there. And then the problem is, I get it. He had some good seasons, but at the same time, sometimes you be like his decision making in the middle of a game. Be like, what in the hell are you thinking about?
Yeah.
Why are you making that throw? Why are you forcing it and stuff like that? So when you see that kind of stuff, it's like, dang, Baker, you going towards bust, and then in a minute, like you said, maybe in Tampa, new life, new regime, something like that might change some things. That's why I'm like, if you don't do it there, will it hurt? And then you'll start keep going into an abyss a little bit.
And then the next,
but what I saw, I mean, I didn't even cut you off. But I think
so.
One of his greatest downfalls was he never gelled with OBJ and everything just went off the train.
They're putting everything behind.
What do I call my man? BMF. Baker Mayfield. That's his name. BMF.
Said,
Dig this.
here we go, y'all.
Look here, man. First of all, y'all know he got that moxie. He got that Xbox. He didn't have no listen. Odell is all right. He called Odell on the, on the down. You know what I'm saying? Even though he went over to LA and did his thing. Then Jarvis, what's his name? Landry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He also a good receiver. But to me, I think he was more of he needed another receiver. I think he
You
needed
had the
another.
best two, though.
No, they was straight. They was
You
straight.
can't get no
But
better than OJ.
No, I'm just saying.
OBJ and what's
I'm just saying to me. This is my opinion.
Right.
This is my opinion.
You right.
I would like for him to have a bigger, possessive, like say if he, Andre Hopkins or something. My bad. I mean B Hop.
B-Hop, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Something like that. But you know what I'm saying? So and then like you say, his shoulder. He had a bad shoulder.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He can make any throw and every throw that you need your quarterback to make. When time to throw that ball and go in that bucket, he can make every throw. He can make every NFL throw.
It's just I think his decision making under pressure though, Ice. That's the only thing I don't.
I believe he's gonna be better. Like I say, he was in Cleveland. Cleveland had a nice squad around him with that running game. Like I say, the receivers. All that. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
He had nothing. But sometimes, like I said, he had a bad shoulder too, and he wanted to play through it because you got the media
Who was the
talking.
next guy
You got
behind
people talking. You know what I'm saying?
Make it.
And then
nobody behind him.
then then the defense at that time they was okay. I believe they finna be a dog this year with Schwartz.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Myles Garrett always been a dog.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about as far as the whole, everywhere. You know what I'm saying? The whole team. I ain't talking about no one individual. I'm talking about he gonna have the whole team looking good. So, but I believe BMF finna look good in Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Mayfield only got to beat. Only thing he got to do is beat the Saints one time. I think Tampa is gonna beat Carolina twice. I think they're gonna beat Atlanta twice. They just got to beat. They just got to beat.
So you saying they can win the conference?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm gonna tell you,
I hear where you're going with.
Derek Carr is not a proven quarterback.
I'm gonna say this, dog.
And if they win,
My young
you know you my guy. Baker Mayfield.
dog.
I was the only guy rocking with you too. I got your jersey still at home too.
My young dog ain't no punk. I'm telling you,
Who that?
dog. Carolina.
Right.
I'm trying to tell you, Bryce
talking
ain't
about
no
Bryce?
punk.
He a
Okay,
rookie, though.
speaking of Bryce,
Just telling you.
which rookie quarterback will have the worst game and who will win? Mastermind. You know, you got Anthony Richardson, you got Bryce Young, you got C.J. Stroud.
I'm just gonna say this. I just think, like, if we talking about overall quarterback play, position, QBR, and all the stats and things like that, I think it's gonna go to Anthony Richardson for having the worst. Just off of like QBR, because I think he's gonna run for a lot. He's gonna have some completions. You know what I'm saying? The receivers might run after catch for him a lot, but I think he's gonna have some errant throws and some stuff too, because I think they're gonna really come at him. And I don't think he's used to the pressure. I don't think he's gonna be used to this type of pressure.
Okay.
Can I say something to you 1 second, Mastermind? Before I forget this. Now you saying about who you just say, the pressure. That was Anthony Richardson.
Yep, Anthony Richardson.
What about your boys? They play. The Ravens play. They gonna be
Texans. Right. No, I know C.J. Stroud. I was about to get there.
That's what I was just saying about when you saying the pressure and it's not.
Yeah, no, I know what we're gonna do for him.
I'm gonna wait. Go ahead.
I just say this. I think C.J. Stroud is gonna look. The only reason why I didn't say he was gonna have the worst game is because I think C.J. Stroud is gonna look just average. They gonna, it's gonna be so. He just gonna. I think he got enough sense. I'm throwing this boy away. Oh, we gonna hand it off. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get it out my hand quick. He gonna do stuff like that. I think to make himself look good. He might even get a touchdown or something. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? But I know you ain't winning.
Right.
For show that.
Right. Well, go ahead. Keep your point. My bad. I mean, cut you off.
But I think who gonna have the best game? I think it's just Bryce. I mean, it's just something about him, man. It's something about him, man. It's like he got that hit to me. It's just
Bryce Young
he got it. It's something about it, man. Especially if he get into a rhythm, it's gonna be hard to stop him because if he make 2 or 3 completions in a row, oh, it's over.
What you got to say down there, Young P?
So I'm definitely, I'm going SEC, you know what I'm saying? but
You have no
it-
choice
it was
but to
hard-
do that.
it was hard to come out my mouth a little bit.
You
but
have no choice but to do that.
But I do think Bryce. I think Bryce can win, and I think they can win against the Falcons. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So I,
right.
that's why I definitely feel like that he's going to be the one that win. I'm actually leaning more toward like you made some good points, but I'm leaning towards C.J. Stroud. I think your boys is going to put that pressure on him, and that's what he's going to have a terrible game out the gate. That's just how I feel like it's going to happen. I get the Anthony Richardson, but I think he gonna make some mistakes, but I feel like he's gonna be average against who they played. I think the Jaguars.
Yeah, the Jag.
I think he's gonna be average against them. That's why I think it's gonna be more so C.J. Stroud having that terrible game, but Bryce gonna have a good game and gonna mess around and win. I think he's gonna actually win his debut game.
Okay. CB.
So I didn't factor in the Anthony Richardson thing. I based it off of the two top quarterbacks in this draft.
Okay.
So
Hey,
I think
it was 4, even though they was right before.
right.
I mean, I just
Two
knew
top-
he going
two
with
top
that.
quarterbacks, top two top
That's what I said. I know
Said
he's
one
going
and two. That's it. 1 and 2.
I know he's going with it.
But I'm gonna say C.J. Stroud just because I looked at the schedule. Texans got a way harder schedule than Carolina, so I think.
We talking about one game.
We're talking about week 1.
Oh, week 1,
Yeah.
it's still gonna be C.J. Stroud who's gonna have a worse game because Carolina. Can't remember who they played, but that game.
Atlanta.
Who?
Atlanta
I
Falcons.
think they're gonna beat Atlanta. I
Right.
think they're gonna beat them. But I'm waiting to see what they do when they play each other in October. You know what I'm saying? I think CJ, because of the strength of schedule, the toughness of the schedule, he's gonna be better battle tested than Bryce. So I think they're gonna come out.
I think Bryce got a chance of winning that division, baby.
Okay. I think CJ Stroud is going to have the worst game.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with CJ Stroud. Then I'm going to go with Anthony Richardson. Then I'm going to go with, what's the guy name?
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young. Yeah.
What like saying, Bryce Young look like he might be the only one that can win. And if you go down to and make some bets, the other ones, hey, look like that could be a good little come up if y'all take the underdog. But I'm gonna go a little further. Even though CJ look like Bryce look like he might win, I'm gonna give y'all a little something. I'm gonna go with this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking who playing your boys, Ocho? Mastermind?
Houston.
Yeah.
C.J. Stroud.
C.J. Stroud, he's going to throw 2 interceptions. Anthony Richardson, he going to throw an interception and he going to get a strip fumble. So that's going to get, and then what's the name over there in Atlanta, he going to throw 1 interception
Bryce.
and he going to win. And he going to have a better percentage, that, you know what I'm saying, than all of them.
Attempts at completion.
Yeah.
I got one for him, though, Ice.
Go ahead.
What's his name? Bijan Robinson,
The running
running back, Atlanta Falcons. He will rush for 100 yards, y'all. He will
Against
get
Carolina.
Yes, sir. He gonna get 100.
Okay.
He will get the
That's a
100.
good D.
Give me 3